In this video, I'm going to be showing off a modular house I built for a horror game. This was created only using two assets from the Unity asset store. So this is so far the final design of the map. I kind of just made it up as I went on building it, so for now this is the final version of the map. I don't know if I'll add anything else to it later on, but it's pretty big. And now to give you an idea of what the map would look like when you're playing it, I'm going to turn off the lighting of how it should look. And you can see it's pretty dark and it has a lot of lighting effects that'll brighten up some areas. Now you might see some issues here with the lighting and stuff. I'll talk about that later on. It's basically just the entire map isn't supposed to be rendered all in at once like I'm doing here, but I'm doing it here just to demonstrate it. So one of the assets I used is this PS1 modular house uh, kit. Um, it's pretty decent for what it is. I like the style of it and everything. It works well, and it doesn't break the bank at $5. The second asset I used to create this map was a blood splatter decal package. It was free, so nothing to complain about there. They look pretty realistic enough, at least, for what I'm doing. Yeah. Now, you're probably wondering, did I make any of the assets in this game? I am going to make some assets in this game, some models and stuff. But I mostly needed the house thing because I kind of suck at, well, modeling and art in general, so just to give you an idea of what my modeling will look like compared to what the other assets in the game that I got would look like, I'll show you what I modeled. This is a candle that took me about like 15 or 20 minutes to make in Blender. It's basically just a uh, long, big rectangle, and then another rectangle on top, and then a smaller rectangle on the top. Nothing much to say there. This is what the candle is going to look like, textured in the game and everything. Um, it's basically just sitting on top of an actual good model that I bought, but I don't know. I think it still kind of fits the style, kind of. Maybe I'm wrong. Now to get into these issues with the lighting here. The only reason this is an issue at the moment is because the entire house is rendered in all at once, which it's not going to be when the game's finished because there's literally so much objects in this. Like even the inspector, the Unity editor is like lagging. You can see a lot of props and stuff. If that was all rendered in all at once like it is now, it would literally kill your computer. So what I did here was I have the house built onto 4 different levels each floor, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna somehow put triggers near the entrance to another level, and then it's gonna render out individual floors. Like this. This is going to be the first floor only. When you're on the first floor, this is going to be the only thing that's rendered in at the moment. And then once you leave the first floor, it'll render out and, I don't know, take you to the second floor. Now I'll show off the floors individually because probably getting a bulk view of the entire thing when it's all rendered in at once, it's probably not too good of a view, so let me brighten this up a bit. And this is the second floor. This is going to be the first floor. This is going to be the basement's first floor. And finally, this is going to be the basement's last floor, the second floor of it. Now I'll slowly show you the entire level rendered in. So here's the basement, second floor. Here's the basement's first floor. Here's the house's first floor. And then here's the second floor of the house. Now with everything rendered in and the lighting off, I'm going to show you how it looks like in play mode. Now this won't be 100% accurate because, well, the entire thing's rendered in, so it'll probably cause some lighting issues and stuff like that, but this will just give you a feel of what it'll look like. You can see things rendering in from the second floor too. There's candles here. Here's the crappy candle I modeled. Don't worry, more to come of these models. You can open and close doors. They don't really have an animation yet because this is very early on. And throw the candle. Yeah. So that was basically the entire map and all how it would work later on when the game actually is done. So I think right now I'm done with the level creation, but I'll probably be making like scripts for things to happen at certain areas and stuff. Jump scares. I don't know how scary it'll be. I'm not really an expert in horror, but we'll see what happens. So, yeah, I don't know if I'll be making videos on this too much to not spoil the lore or whatever, or jump scares. But we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll just film some mechanics or whatever that I've created.